All right, everyone, this is just a very quick, very basic introduction to Google Slides. When you want to go to Google Slides, you need to go here to your waffle and click. This is how you access your other Google programs as well, but I'm going to click on Slides. Now, taking a look here, you're going to see that you have pre-existing templates already. You're welcome to use those, but I'm just going to show you from a blank presentation. And so there's a lot here. I'm not really sure where to put my video camera. But again, you're going to notice that you have preset themes that you can choose to utilize. Now, when you're looking at this, the first thing you're going to want to do is name your presentation. It will still save without you naming it, but that's going to be just the first step that you want to do. Now, in tutorials that are also posted for Google Slides, Miss Foray recommends that you also title this as copy or original if you're making this to kind of make tons of copies on to disseminate to students. When I'm doing that, I put apostrophe S and then the title. So for example, it would be Corinne's iStation tracker. So instead of having the name, I just put apostrophe S so that when I copy and paste it, a lot of the naming work is already done for me, and all I have to do is click at the beginning and type in the student's name. And so then it's going to reflect what I'd like. Now, this is very similar to working PowerPoint. If you're comfortable with PowerPoint, this is going to be a good reference point for you. Here you're going to see all of your slides, and to do a new slide, you're going to right-click, and then you're going to have these options pop up. You can click on Duplicate Slide if you really like the one above and you want to copy it, or you can do New Slide. And that's how you're going to get another one. Now, Google Slides just defaults with these preset text boxes. Normally, I just delete them and put text boxes in where I want. So you just click and push delete, click and push delete. Now, just taking a look here, if you want to change the background, you can right click and click on Change Background. You can either just select very simple colors or do a gradient of colors. So I'll show you what this one looks like right there. Just kind of that nice gradient. Or you can choose an image. And images can be from just your computer by URL that you're finding from Google or from your Google Drive. There's various. You can also just search directly on here for Google. So I'm just going to search the word cat. And let's see here. This one's cute. So I'm just going to click on that and push insert. Now, the benefit of having a picture in there as the background is that it doesn't move. This is set as the background, and so if you're wanting to have a nice picture in the back that doesn't move, that's how you're going to input it. You could also take the exact same image and put it in and stretch it out. So those are the two options for you there. Okay, so that is changing your background. When you change your background, you can also reset it and kind of change what you need to. If you ever select Add to Theme, what that basically means is just apply all. So now you've seen when I do that, I applied it to all of my slides there. So I'm going to click out of that. Your text box is here, and I'm just going to type hello. And all of your text editing is going to be up here on the side. So you've got your font, you've got your size, you've got your bold, italic, underline, and you've got your colors. Now, this one right here is a highlighter, so I could highlight my text in a color. And so that is what that button is for. Now, taking a look again, we also have the centering, the different, let me move the video. You have to the right, center, to the left, you have just the columns like you'd be doing for newspaper. And then this is one I didn't know until I watched one of Miss Foray's videos, but if you click on this, it will center your word in the middle of that text box. Google Slides tends to do just ridiculously large text boxes for small words. So if you're just really trying to get that centered, that's the button that you're going to choose. Okay, now if you're ever missing tools, you're going to notice that these three dots will pop up and it will show you the rest of your options, especially when you have, let's see if I can do it, especially when you have your screen shortened, a lot of your tools will disappear. And so anytime you're missing a tool, click on those three dots and you'll find them again. Additionally, if you're getting frustrated not having those just there and available, make sure that your screen is just stretched out. So that covers doing text. Here are all of your shapes. You have just quite a nice selection. I'm just going to do a simple circle just right here. Okay, now for your shape editing, you have these right here. You have your fill color, your line length, width, and you're going to have your line type. So I'm going to make this one yellow, and I'm going to make the line green, and I want to make it really thick so you can see it there. Okay, and maybe I want it to be dotted. So you have all of those options for editing your shapes. Now, in PowerPoint, you have this ability, but here it is in Google Slides, is if you want to have it be transparent, you can control that transparency. I'm going to turn it back to the color, and give me just a second. Custom. Okay, here's the transparency. I just told you the wrong spot. So you can choose your color. I like that one. And then this is completely solid and this is completely see-through. So if you want to kind of have it, for example, as like a magnifying glass to kind of show and highlight different things, then you can do that transparency with that option. If you do not want the lines to show up, you can just click on no lines. So those are all of your editing options with basic shapes and text. You can also input an image from these different areas. When you do it this way, it's not going to turn into your background. It's just going to turn into a small image that you can size and move wherever you would like to. Okay, now you have your undo buttons here, and then you have the very traditional file, edit, and view options here at the top. Under file, this is where you can change your page setup. The default is going to be the widescreen option. You can change it to the standard, which is a little bit more like a square, or you can do custom. And one thing that I like to do, and Ms. Foray also mentioned, is changing it to the dimensions of a piece of paper if you ever need to print this out. So 8.5 by 11. And then you can apply it, and then you see that change to a piece of paper. And you can also do it where it's horizontally just by changing those dimensions like this. And so you can change whatever you need to for that original format. You're still able to print, you're able to view that print preview. You have the same copying and editing powers as you would with PowerPoint, but it is noted that sometimes you can't always copy from Google Slides outside to another program. So for example, a problem that I run into is that you cannot copy anything from Google Slides and put it into Seesaw as an image. That might not be relevant to everybody, but I think it's just worth noting. You can copy very easily within Google Slides, but it's just not always as easy to copy from Google Slides out to a different program. Okay, now let's see here. One of the other features that I'll show you before kind of finishing this program, this video out, is the viewing option. Here you can size it differently. It has a default to just seeing the entire slide on your screen, but if you need to zoom in for more detail, that's where you're going to do that. You can do a custom, you can zoom in and you can zoom out. You've got all of those different options there. All right, now there are options to do animations with this. And if you would like to get that deep into Google Slides, please let me know and we can take a look at doing that. When you want to present your Google slide, you can click on this button here. It does have options for you. So you can choose if you're going to have it with presenter view where you can see the next slide, or if you're going to present from the beginning. And then you just click that button and it goes straight into presentation mode. And then here you can add comments just by clicking on that part and saying, on this slide, make sure to tell a joke. I don't know, whatever your comment needs to be. You can either do that for yourself, or if you're having students do this as if they're doing this as an assignment, you can comment later on to give them feedback on that assignment. Finally, you're also going to see that share button. I go over the sharing options in another video, so I'm not going to do that now. Taking a look here, when you do share this with other students, you're always going to see little circles with their either picture or their little letter to show you who is on the Google document at one time, and then you'll additionally see them on the side here with just a little circle bubble pop up, so you can see where students are to edit at each point in time. Okay, now as far as whether you want to have every individual student have their own copy or just share it out to the entire group really depends on what your goal is with the Google slide. So I'm going to not address that here and perhaps do another video if it's requested. And I think that's enough for kind of the basic introduction of Google Slides. Thank you for watching.